Hey guys, it's Deborah. I just wanted to report on something because I had meant to report on this before and it's a bit of old news now. Well, it was March 30th, so not that old, but um, I wanted to report on it from before, which is that meteorite that hit Nigeria, the meteor or whatever, meteorite that hit Nigeria. And I wanted to report on it because I had just watched a video with regards to different meteors that are like in our radar, in our atmosphere, that are supposed to be coming in late April, early May, and they're supposed to be just hitting Earth, missing missing Earth. But we know if they were going to hit Earth, we probably wouldn't be told anyway because it would cause mass panic and chaos and all that stuff. But if you look at this article here, it says Akerdulu lied, a core blast caused by meteorite, Professor Adepolumi says. So that was March 30th. So now, if you guys don't know what happened in Nigeria, there was this massive hole. Actually, residents in the middle of the night, they heard a blast or something, and that it destroyed houses and schools and churches or something like that. Definitely churches and houses it destroyed. And this massive hole was left. And that they were told, the residents were told, and media, that by the Nigerian officials, someone said that it was an envoy that blew up, that it was a truck. They said the truck sank with the hole or whatever, but after doing research, what does it said? That he lied. It actually was a meteorite that caused this huge hole, and apparently it was the size of someone's fist. That's how small it was. It was just a particle, okay, and that flew off of something bigger. And yeah, like, I know this sounds crazy, but in some ways this thrilled me. Now, nobody got hurt, so that's not what would thrill me. Of course, that's crazy. But when I was hearing that these things are coming, it made me think of this verse. Luke 21, the return of the Son of Man, verse 25. And there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations with perplexity, the sea and waves roaring, men's heart failing them for fear, and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth. For the powers of heaven shall be shaken. And then they shall see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. And when these things begin to come to pass, and look up, lift your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. So people's hearts will be failing them for what they're going to see in the sky. Celestial things, okay? So I'm saying, like, I know that sounds twisted or crazy to be like thrilled by this, but I mean, this is our redemption drawing nigh. When we see things in the sky and we're like, what on earth was that? So I don't know, like, I was just like, when I'm hearing in the end of April, May, how much meteor activity is happening and what just happened in Nigeria, and the fact that they would deny it, that seems really weird. Um, to me, this is huge. Like, these things that are coming down, like, we are not going to have meteors falling on our heads as true believers in Christ. Like, that is not going to happen. So that only leads to what we're about to soon see, which is, our heavenly home, our new bodies, like, everything's about to change. So when I was hearing that these meteors are falling, I was thinking, oh my gosh, thank goodness, this is what we're seeing, and that I know men's hearts are going to fail them out of fear, but that's only because they choose to reject Jesus. That's their choice. So, I mean, what can you do about that? But that means that is our redemption. And, like, literally end of April, early May, these things are predicted to come to pass. So I just wanted to share that because I know it seems like it should be a horrible thing. And, we can pray for those people that they rebuild and are able to, have shelter and all that kind of stuff. But from what I understand, nobody got hurt. But to me, it is a huge, massive sign. And we know that we are hearing about elite going into bunkers and things like that. All I can say is God is in charge, in control. And I mean, this is just so close. We're on the edge of eternity. So I wanted to bring you that only because I think it's an encouraging thing to know that, we're going to look up and see things that are crazy. And I want to remind everybody that if this is like childbirth, like, Revelation 12, the end is going to be, I think we're going to see things that we're pretty shocked about. I don't want to see things that are upsetting to me, but I think we're going to be shocked possibly at what we actually will see in the heavens before we are actually caught up. I think we're going to be surprised. I think we're going to be like, wow, I didn't think we were going to see all this, but be encouraged. Remember that verse. Remember what I just read, that is going to happen, but look up because we're going to see him coming on the clouds. That is not the second coming. Because the second coming is we're coming with him, the saints with them, riding back on white horses. So that's not the second coming. We're going to see him coming on the clouds. And what that's going to look like, we don't know. Like from certain dreams that people had, it's like a white, bright light, and that's him. And then we're caught up to meet him, and then we're with him. So it's not like the whole world's going to see him on a cloud that way, I don't think. All I know is they're going to see the sign of the Son of Man, and that can mean a couple things. But all I can say to you right now is when we see crazy things in the heavens, then we will know that this is it. This is it. That was my dream. I saw a black sky and it looked like a scroll of the sky. It was just like closed up black and then a white bright light in the center. So all I can say is these meteors and this kind of activity, we need to be like, we got to be rejoicing. I want to remind you guys of the verse, whatever is good, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, think on those things. Please remember that verse, because right now on YouTube, like sometimes I feel disappointed to be a part of, the community. And I hate to say that because there's so much good, but there's also a lot of fear mongering within the Christian community. It's like every single video some people pump out is the same topic, super negative. Are we supposed to be rejoicing because our redemption draws nigh? We're going to put people in depression if we're just constantly talking about the same thing, the virus, like every single video. Like, I think people need to be careful of that. You got to, not to say you can't update on local news, but focus on Jesus. That's who we're focusing on. Focus on him. Think about him. Think about what our life is going to be like. So I'm just going to put some little clips in here after of just, some beautiful sights, because we're going to one day rule this earth with him. And who knows where we're going to be able to end up ruling. Like, if it was for me, number one, I want to be in Greece. That's where I'd like to be, but that's obviously up to the Lord. And who knows how it's going to, for the 1,000-year reign, but like, think about that. That's amazing. Like what we're about to have in the natural beauty of this world. So I'm just going to put a few clips in just to encourage you guys, because I think we really need to stay looking at our future, looking at the brightness that's coming up, and focusing on that, not just all the horrible things that the world is focusing on. We should be better than that. We should be the light, right? So I'm not trying to condemn or throw any shade on anybody or whatever. I'm just saying like just let's guys focus on Jesus and our redemption and the light. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that, and it was interesting to learn, if you haven't already heard, about that meteor. And yeah, just be aware, like I said, we will see things in the heavens, and probably more than we expected we would, but it's not to create fear in us. It's to be as a sign to know that we're about to just get caught up. So I will talk to you again soon, guys. God bless and shalom.
Close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. can turn us to thousands. And on